Hola mis amores, and welcome back to Messages from La Hierophant, brought to you by the Taurus Garden. Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. Bienvenido. And to all of my day ones, you know te amo con todo mi corazón. So, mi gente, after a very tumultuous few months in Georgia, by the time this goes out, I should be back in Puerto Rico prayerfully with a victory over someone who is trying it right now. And I'll be sure to do a life update to anyone who cares next year. But until then, please, 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 please send positive prayers, vibrations, and energy my way. Thank you. And so, with that being said, my disclaimer is I'm a very blunt reader. I don't sugarcoat anything. I have an unapologetic potty mouth, which I'm trying to curb because YouTube doesn't like the four-letter words, but I am prone to bursting out into song from time to time to get this message across. So, with that being said, I've already cleansed the energy of my space and my cards prior to starting. So, we're just going to jump right in and get it cracking. I am going to have to stop and go get the card that flew away. One moment, and I will be right back. All right, so I retrieved the card, and it was Judgment. Oh, we've got the Lover's card, Sagittarius. The High Priestess. Salud, I'll be gonna sit down somewhere. Oh my goodness. I'm being extra. He'll sit here and do his floor wallow, y'all. Because I just scraped and vacuumed my floors of his hair, but he needs to put more down there because that's the type of dog he is. Sagittarius, the month of December sees you, honestly speaking, moving into, it's definitely ending where you were, moving you into a place of partnership. This could be travel for some of you all in December, Sagittarius. So, some of you guys could be traveling for your birthday, for Christmas. I definitely see that here. But what I do see is, especially from the romantic side of things, there is a romantic offer coming in your way that could be a legitimate relationship, start to a relationship. This relationship could have been something that started off kind of impulsive, maybe a bit reckless. It's something maybe started off like friends with benefits, and now it seems as if that phase of life is ending, and it's almost like, okay, let's see where this could really go. Let's see if we can really move forward with this. On the flip side of that, some of you guys here are in need to learn some type of lesson regarding something here. You're in need of listening to your intuition, listening to some type of psychic message, I will say. It could be this message, who knows? But there is some type of individual, a very intuitive individual at that, because we've got the God of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. These water signs are very in tuned, very sensitive with their emotions, okay? And so with the High Priestess being here, this could be a male water sign energy that is coming towards you that is very intuitive about something that you can learn a lot from this individual. You've got your Two of Pentacles here, which is indicating that you are or have been in a space of financial currency, if you will. What goes in is going out, flows in, it flows out. And then there's this energy of appreciation that you have, that at the very least you've had it to be able to send out. And that energy is going to be pushing you and propelling you forward towards more prosperity and abundance and success. You have a clarity about where you're going right now. And you have a lot of clarity on where you're going from now over the next 6 months, especially when it comes to your relationships and your partnerships. It could be when it comes to career goals and being with a certain company. This could not necessarily have to be lovers partnership, but this could be a financial or career type of partnership. And it seems as if whatever has been done in the past is now coming to an end. Whatever you've been doing is no longer going to serve you for this next year, which is why we're going in here with this Son of Swords energy. We're going in hot. We're taking advantages of all the opportunities that are coming our way, which there will be some opportunities that are going to be presented to you. And we're going in taking advantage, almost a little reckless, with what we're doing. And maybe, like I say, there's strong friends with benefit energy here. So maybe some of you guys are just ending that friends with benefit space, realizing it no longer serves you for your greater good, and moving on to someone who has something better to offer for you. And then, like I say, for the others whom that doesn't apply to, this really could be a relationship that just starts off really hot and heavy, but really ends your time as a single individual, and you can see yourself in a space possibly moving forward with this individual. But there is some confusion, there is some conversations that need to be had regarding who's head of the household and how finances would work with this arrangement, however it may be, right? Your overall being the Son of Wands is telling me that there's a lot of prosperity and there's a lot of abundance here coming into this next year for you guys, or even within the month of December. There is a little bit of cautionary here about being overly spendy at your Christmas celebrations. We all have that energy of just being mindful of how we're spending. You, especially Sagittarius, considering you only have the one coin card, which is very much a balance card, maintaining balance within your finances, maintaining balance within your relationships. Okay, there's a lesson that's going to be learned here regarding partnerships, regarding some type of masculine and feminine energy in your life. It could be your own, or it could be the balance of you having a new male energy in your life, and how that's going to be working out moving forward towards the 2025 year. Yeah, let's go ahead and close that out there. I don't want to get too long-winded, and we'll grab the clarifiers here for you guys, Sagittarius, for the month of December. Happy birthday, by the way, for the Sagittariuses. Messages for Sagittarius for the month of December. Hey. Okay, now, all right. So the month of December, Sagittarius sees you on your boss-ish, bossing up. Right here. One thing about these two cards that I don't like is it is a strong indication of abuse. This right here could be an abusive relationship, and you guys could be really coming to the realization of how abusive it actually is. Manipulative. This is manipulation at its finest. And so this is the Son of Wands energy asking you to take advantage of the time and moment when you're presented with a new beginning, and you're presented with the opportunity to gain some type of abundance, prosperity, accomplishment through another loyal individual. Okay? Outside of that, what it's asking you to be is to be flexible. There's an energy here of doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And so it's almost like, in order for you to stop the insanity that is, you need a new beginning, you need a new loyal beginning, and you need a new divine masculine beginning. That energy that's going to be logical, that energy, Dabi, sit. That energy that's going to be logical, that energy that's going to push forward to make sure that things get accomplished. The divine partnership that you need to have merged with this new beginning is very prevalent. We're definitely in a space of recognizing manipulative and abusive behavior when we see it, and it's coming to an end. You know, there's too much prosperity within this. There's this energy of maybe you've just been dealing with it for a very long time. There's an energy here where of you thought this person was loyal, but they're not. There's an energy here of recognizing those who are loyal in your space, acknowledging those people, and then removing those who have shown you who they are. Okay? So let us move on over here, Sagittarius, to energetic exchanges for the month of December for Sagittarius. Do that most high for messages. Hey. Rest, do not quit. Rest, don't quit. So there's definitely a need for you guys to take a break a little bit and reevaluate. Like we're gonna pause, rein it back some, go back to the drawing board, figure out a new strategy before we come back. You've got rock bottom. Okay, so for some of you guys, Sagittarius, the month of December could see you deep within your emotions, feeling like you've hit rock bottom this year, trying to figure out how to get out of this hole that you found yourself in. And it could be a financial hole that you dug yourself into. You've got Goddess Genie, which is an indicator of being careful of what you wish for. You just might get it. Remember, phenomenal cosmic powers, itty bitty living space is the vibe of that card. You've got emergence. I'm sorry, Dobby, quit. You got emergence, which is telling me that this point in time in your life with this moon energy this month, you are going to be that caterpillar in the cocoon, waiting to emerge on your rebirth for next year. You've got imposter syndrome, which is telling me that a lot of the trying challenges and tumultuous times that you're having right now, Sagittarius, are being caused by you yourself. Your thoughts become things, and you, in this whole vibrational energy of this is never going to happen, or it can't happen for me, or whatever it is, you're going to need to let that go and get out of your head in order to move forward. And then you've got portal to paradise, which I reiterate is about being clear on the level that you want to be in, but not recognizing that once you get to that level, there's still more work. It's still not a time for complete and total leisure. There's still a time for you to get into this paradise and make it what you need it to be, not necessarily what you wanted or what you saw it was going to be, but making it what you need it to be. And in order to do that, you're going to have to get some rest, regroup, re-strategize, and get back in there in the 2025 year and kick some ass. Okay? Let's talk about energetic encounters for Sagittarius for the month of December of 2025. Thank you, God Most High, for messages for Sagittarius. The Librarian. All about educating yourself, lessons being learned, especially lessons that are past, things that have come up from the past. Yes, I'm taking a moment to take some coffee. One moment. Sorry, not sorry. What lessons have you learned from the past? What lessons have you learned this year? One thing, Sagittarius, that may benefit you is doing a gratitude reel at the end of the year. So this, especially for me, has been not the best year. I'm gonna be honest with you. I live in a spirit of gratitude, that I am thankful for all great things in my life. But if I were to really look at the tumultuous times, it was a shit year. Like it was probably like maybe one good moment of my life this year. That was the trip to Japan, and I feel like outside of the trip to Japan, everything else was absolute hot garbage. At the end of the year, in spite of how terrible this year has been, I will put together a reel of all of my happy moments, pictures, videos, everything that was a happy moment this year. And then that way, when in 2024, all I will see are the happy moments and the things that I am grateful for, a gratitude reel. So I feel like Sagittarius, that could benefit you a lot in learning and recognizing the lessons that you learned over this past year, right? You've got the wall. There's going to be a sense of stagnancy throughout the month of December that is making you realize where you're headed next. It is a blockage that is there for you to learn a lesson and to regroup and to reconvene as to what it is that your strategy is going to be next year, or your method on how it is that you're actually going to make this happen work. You may decide to scale this wall. You may decide to turn your back on it and say, you know what, let's try something completely and totally different. But one thing about it is you're going to have to take it step by step. You're going to have to take it step by step and deal with the shadow phase that is coming this month. Remember, Mercury is going to be in retrograde the month of December, so you're going to need to be mindful of all of your technological devices, of any machinery, of any delays that you may encounter. Just take them step by step, and remember that there is a lesson in this for us to learn, right? We're training here. We're in training, and we are learning. Now, and you've got side by side, which is really speaking to your team and the people that you have around you, Sagittarius, the people that are going to sit with you and help you accomplish your hopes and dreams, okay? You need to identify those people, make sure that they are genuine, and work with those people to help you achieve the goals that you want to achieve. Let's look at your ancestor goddess message here. For messages for Sagittarius for the month of December 2024. Again, with the divine lineage, I want to say for the most part, this card has popped up for every sign. I could be wrong, which could really be speaking to the times of change that we're coming into with Pluto going into Aquarius for the next 20 years. Spirit may be wanting you to recognize your divine lineage, and the ancestors and angels that have your back throughout this time, for you to recognize who you are, a child of God the Most High. You know, the universe has your back. It's time to get creative, Sagittarius. It's time to be really creative on the things that you are working on, beginning to work on, starting to create, get something new going. It's time for you to level up. Those old mistakes are done. We won't do them no more. It's time to level up. You've got live out loud, which means we need to really be in a space of doing you unapologetically. Doing you unapologetically, Sagittarius. And then you've got naked, which is a sense of being vulnerable. You having to live your vulnerability out loud. That's something that may be uncomfortable for you, Sagittarius, but you're going to need to get creative in order how to be naked and how to live out loud in order for you to level up and live in your divine lineage, okay? You got Most High for messages for Sagittarius for the month of December 2024. Then you got Most High for messages for Sagittarius for the month of December 2024. Make a note of it. Make a note of it. Make a note of it is asking you to remember what it feels like when Spirit is trying to give you an intuitive message. You also have Feed Your Spirit, Sound Check, Exercise Your Vibes, and Cloak Yourself in Light. Okay, Sagittarius? So you're going to want to remember what it feels like when intuition is trying to speak to you. You're going to want to definitely be in a physical space of, if something is going wrong, let me be physical, let me dance, let me exercise. You want to keep your musical choices on a high vibrational setting. You don't want to be listening to too much sexy red because it's low vibrational. Yes, it's fun to twerk to, but you want to try to find some. I mean, hell, Glorilla to me is higher vibrational than sexy red, but that's a whole different conversation to be had. The point is, you want something motivational. You want something that's going to keep you in a high vibrational alignment and keep you in the light in spite of whatever challenges that you feel you're going through this month, especially if the challenges are financial, because money doesn't exist. It's a concept. It's a currency. It flows in, it flows out. So never worry or stress about finances, because just as they came to you before, just as they left, they will come right back. So those are all the messages that I have for you guys, Sagittarius, for the month of December of 2024. I pray that you guys stay blessed and highly favored and protected out here in these streets. And prospero año y felicidad. Until next year. Thank you so much for reaching the end of my video. If this message resonated with you, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please follow me on all of my social media platforms. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so in the link in the description box below.